Hello, we're diving in with the roomie for a collective reading to begin our collective and psychic reading, our weekly collective and psychic reading. And coming to the end of a season, starting to be warmer here and spring. And obviously you guys on the other side will be checking in with the autumns coming in, or the fall, sorry, you guys call it fall. So let me know where you're tuning in from around the world and we shall dive in for our collective reading. So yeah, so because I was going to check in with just reassessing what time we were going to keep doing these, I'm just going to leave them for another month. Let's just give it another month and then we will reassess at the end of September as well. September's my birthday month coming up, so a bit excited about that. It's kind of a big deal, number 2. Okay, so let me share this. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're tuning in from around the world. Just going to share this live stream and we shall get started on our collective reading with the beautiful roomie. I'm going to use this for our collective today. I really feel called to use this one. Okay, so I'm just going to share this here. Okay, birthday month's so exciting. I know I didn't feel excited about it last week when I thought about it. I was like, what? It's here? Yeah, but it's here. Now I'm like, oh, what am I doing then? Okay, so just gonna share. I just concentrate so I share it in the correct places. Okay, one more. Okay, hope all is well. It's been a pretty intense few months, and then the release from the dungeons, the flow on from that, or I guess coming back from that has been actually really friggin' huge. I was gonna do a part 2 of that, but I just haven't yet because I don't know, it's just been, it's been so strong. Really just, it took me a while processing that. And then I'm still having waves of processing it because it was just next level big. Yeah. Okay. So just bringing this up so I could see the comments. Here we go. Okay. All right. So for our collective, as I said, very called to use still intense. Yeah. I've been sharing in the intuitive channel. I actually feel like this intensity, that's the word, the intensity will be quite strong for the rest of the year. So in intuitive channel, which is the Telegram private channel that I drop daily messages in, do card readings, energy updates, when things are going on, I'll drop, definitely do minimum once a day, but also drop in there just whenever other intuitive stuff comes through. And yeah, I have been sharing probably for the last maybe month, been saying that I think the next, as much as we're sort of looking for reprieve energetically, I think it's only just amping up. And I think next year is going to be quite stabilizing, but in a totally different way. And it's now's the time to really just let it, it's almost let it be, but it's it's just intense as well, right? Yeah. So if you guys want access to the intuitive channel, just comment channel below and I'll send you the details for intuitive channel. So it is a monthly membership, but you get access to the full moon ceremony with that as well. So you get access to daily messages from me. It's like having me in your pocket. And there's like, you know, you can access chat in there if you want to, you know, talk in the group about each particular drop in that I pop in there. You don't have to respond in there, but it's like getting a private message from me every day. Hello, this is what's going on today. We talk about intuition, we talk about relationship dynamics, we talk about psychic stuff, we talk about wounds, we talk about whatever wants to channel through for you guys in the group on that day. Daily messages, yeah. So yeah, just comment channel below if you want access to that. So that says, hello, I noticed we're wearing our gaiter the same these days. I never had this long. What's a gaiter? I don't know what a gaiter is. I'm not sure what you're talking about there. Julie says, I feel like lying low for the rest of the year. Yeah. Yeah, it's big energies. This is definitely a cocoon year. Remember how I said 2024 is like the black line? This is the black line for, like, this is the cocoon, right? I think the 2024 black line is a cocoon. It's a cocoon. That's what it is. Yeah. Yes. So good to be continuing the inner work. Okay, so this is for the collective. This one that I have been tuning into, and I was really called to use the Rumi Oracle today. So we have the Hand of Fatima. We have Merciful Mother Jamal. And we have the Courage of Your Love. This card reminds me of You Who Show the Way, which is actually the bottom card of the deck. How interesting. So the future card is You Who Show the Way. So You Who Show the Way is like, you're a leader, you know the path, it's time for you to step up, it's time for you to act on, it's time for you to, like, it's like, you know, you're the leader, you need to go first, right? The courage of your love. So the courage of your love. As I said, I was like, this reminds me of this one. And I'm like, the other message I'm getting here with this collective reading is, if your passion is lost, it's about to come back. If you've lost, it's about to come back. If you've lost, it's about to come back. So 38. So I know this deck and I don't. So the courage of your love. So this is the future card. And as I said, it reminds me of You Who Show the Way. Love without reason. Rationality is like a cane. Judgment needs a cane because it is blind. When love arrives, thought dies in its shadow. Love is the sunrise, while thought is only a flashing light. And so this is like dropping you down into the deeper aspects, like this cocoon, right? It's almost like a push into another dimension. You see that? Like that whole space there? It's like coming into another dimension. Landing. This is what I feel is happening on that collective level right now as well. That was the poem by Rumi. I do not bleat at you like a sheep, for to startle you from your slumber, I need you to roar like a lion. I need to roar like a lion. You must awake, my beloved. There is no time to waste, for the wolves are circling, hungry for sacred flesh. And that's what I said, if your passion has died, it's coming back. Let it all land, yes. Let it all land. So that's out of, because you're in the Life Purpose Activation Kit. In there is one of the potent messages, right? Potent meditations, like it's one of the most powerful tools. Like, just let it all end. Like, just stop. Just let it all end. Let it arrive. Let it all land. I love that so much. Sorry. I love that meditation. It's fucking powerful. Okay, let me just see what jumps out about here. The path of freeing the heart from the effects of a fearful mind is an initiation into great power. Oof, that's so potent, right? The path of freeing the heart from the effects of a fearful mind is an initiation into great power. This is what I was just saying here. I do not believe, when love arrives, thought dies in its shadow. When love arrives, thought dies in its shadow. What do I talk about? You guys might have heard me talk about in the past, what is it? drop your mind into your heart. Drop your mind into your heart. People are like, what? And I'm like, drop your mind into your heart. Literally like imagine your brain dropping into your heart. And it'll go, what? And then you keep doing it. And it's a practice and it's a meditation and it's a power move. This dropping into the heart. The path of freeing the heart from the effects of a fearful mind is an initiation into great power, which is so potent. Because what I always talk about, from the crown coming down, crown, third eye, ears, throat, heart, solar plexus. Your heart is only feeling constraint because your mind is, when the path of freeing the heart from the effects of a fearful mind is initiation into great power. Why? Because we come down further. I always talk about the chakras coming down. We come down into our heart. We come down into our solar plexus. We come down into our sacral. We come down into our base. We arrive. The arrival. Your love. You are an ancient one with the heart older than the mountains. You are being asked to free yourself from the too small loves of the youthful heart and come to understand and accept the wisdom of your mature heart. Your mature heart is not cursed with hardness or detachment, but with compassion and tenacious devotion to the cause that is most real and matters most, the quest for life of the human soul. I swear I've read this before, but I haven't read that. This oracle comes with particular guidance for you. You are not to give in to less than what you are worth, or into the shaming stories of others of our culture that would cast your regal lion nature into the falsehood of beliefs that you have no choice or power. There's something really strong coming here. Okay, so I said, if you've lost your passion, it's coming back. If you've lost your passion, it's coming back. Okay, this is underneath. You who show the way, you're a leader, step up, be that. Okay, it was underneath there. Now, you are not to give in to less than what you are worth. The courage of your love. There is something landing. Now's not the time to change anything. Now's not the time to lose faith. Now's the time to increase faith, because this is a whole new dimension landing. Like I said, oops, this is like coming straight in. Like incoming. This is really strong. This is really strong. What a time energetically. Isn't it what? Yeah. I was like, I need a sailboat. And I'm like, I need a speedboat. I'm like, I need to get out of the water. Merciful Mother Jamal. So that's in the future. I'm like, something's about to land. Do not lose hope. Something is about to land. Do not lose faith right now. You who show the way and passion for purpose. If you lost your purpose, it's coming back. This, you who shows the way, is your leader, is your leadership that allows it to land. Does that make sense? This one in the right now, Merciful Mother Jamal. Let's have a look. 44. You, blazing angel, capable of so much. You evoke the testing hand of life. So interesting. This, you evoke the testing hand of life. Then the card before it is actually the hand of Fatima. Why not when you cannot fail? Yet in your sweet surrender, how can the great beloved not responding kind and offer you solace, comfort and mercy? For not all success must be hard won. Can you imagine this? This is landing the new paradigm of fear. You know how I always talk about we can learn through pain or we can learn through joy. If you have chosen to learn through joy, this is the portal transformation. Whoops. Into this realm. You don't need to push. You don't need to push. You don't need to like hustle. Like, we need to work, right? This isn't about throwing all responsibilities to the wind, but this is about your frequency has shifted. And this is the same with the energetic stuff going on, right? It's like all the energetic portals of transformation this year is because this whole new frequency has landed. If you're choosing and have chosen to learn through joy and not through pain, that's why it's been such a huge year, and it's like, it's about to land. Don't give up now. Does that make sense? And also don't change anything. Let it all land. Let it all land. It's literally like the hurricane. What I always say, like you're in the center of the hurricane, don't change anything. I was actually sharing this with someone on a psychic reading yesterday. Like, it's like you want to, like, you know, when we get those waves, right? And we want to like declutter or change the whole house around or sell everything and go overseas or like, and I'm like, just hang on. Especially when it's just like, it comes in out of nowhere. It's like, yeah, we can ride those waves, but also when we can be the center in the eye of the hurricane, we receive the upgrade without changing everything and dispersing the upgrade. Does that make sense? And if we can hold it internally and let everything just be really uncomfortable with that, because what's actually happening is a cellular internal shift, and instead of dispersing that change, it's like, let this land, cellular upgrade, frequency shift, vibrational shift, then come back to the stuff later, or the big decisions later after this has shifted vibrational frequency, because you'll probably, you know that feeling when like everything's changed but nothing's changed? Because that is what happens after this frequency shift. How many people ride the waves of those massive changes and move halfway across the country or on the other side of the world? And also, especially when you're on a timeline point. So I was very conscious that I've been here for 20 years now, just gone 20 years. And when the dog attack happened, it was like coming up to the 20 years, and I'm like, I either go home and start my life, go back home to where all my family is on the other side of Australia, or I stay here and I create my life. And I was very conscious that I was on this 20-year mark. It's a make or break point. 10 years is a make or break point. The 3 years leading up to 10 years and the 3 years leading up to 20 years is a make or break point, right? And I decided to stay here and make my life here. Now, the last few years have been really hard, and I know that's because I've chosen that decision, made that decision, and I'm creating a new life, so to speak. I'm creating a new life without the family system in. Now, I know people who, there was a woman who went through this same experience, that she was living on the other side of the country, and she rode that wave. She literally packed up, went back to her hometown. You know, it was all good for a little while, but then all the family patterns, they're all still there, right? They're all still there. And, you know, she experienced the same dynamics and all the things, and then she couldn't get her work done. And she's like, this is not for me. And she literally like had sold her house, you know, and then came home, was like, oh, this isn't working. This isn't, and sold everything again, and then gone back to the other side. And I was like, if you just sit, is such an important thing to understand the timelines, where you're at, whether you're coming out of a relationship, whether you're living somewhere, whether you're, whatever the story is for you, or in like whatever decision, and you can feel it's a big life-changing decision, just let it land. Just let it land, like for real, okay? Because, and I just feel this so strongly here, you evoke the testing hand of life. Why not when you cannot fail? So let me just see. Yeah, so moving from pain to joy, okay? And so and the thing is that like that lady's example, that's a lot of pain. Like, you know, sure, she might have got her clarity, but also like I was getting all of that information intuitively before, like, and made that decision. I was very conscious of it. And then someone actually played it out for me, and I was like, I knew, that's what I knew, right? So yeah, it's kind of interesting. So this is a strong message here. Okay. All right, so, and again, so this one here as well, the Merciful Mother, Jamal, you're also being asked to take stock of your own thoughts and attitudes. Having to be tough and play hardball in the past serves its purpose, that's a pain. But this oracle comes to you with guidance to be softer in your way and in your attitude. And so this is the stepping into learning through love instead of through joy, right? Okay, so the hand of Fatima is right next to it, is it? Number 43. Yes. So this oracle brings you the message that your body is sacred and worth attention. You don't have to become obsessed, but you do, and you don't have to push or judge. So lots of stuff around releasing old patterns of hard pain, push, judgment, blah, 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 blah. So this is about taking care of yourself. And I really love this message in here. There is a story that the angels sang music to lure the spirit into the body. Interesting, right? Hark the herald angels sing. That is not the tune. But interesting concept, right? There is a story that the angels sang music to lure the spirit into the body when we're arriving. But used to its freedom, it was reluctant to experience itself in what looked like a rather confining container. Matter. The spirit did not know that Fatima would be initiating the spirit into her mysteries through the body. She was going to be sharing the sensuality of life, the sacredness of love, the deep mystery of life, death, and rebirth, and the wonders of nature. She was going to show the divine could not live only in light, but also in flesh. Do you remember all the things I've been talking about in the last few live streams? Before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. Interesting themes still pouring out here, right? Okay. I'm just going to pull, sorry, just seeing, yeah, so this is about taking care of your body. It's almost like, and this is in the past, future. So very much around let it all land, step back, take care of yourself. I know Julie was like, I just want to rest for the rest of the year. And in that rest, in that cocoon, you're being quote unquote born again. Sorry, I really want this one to be shown for some reason. But there's really strong message here around your thoughts are constricting your heart. This patterning needs to be shifted so it can release the heart and you can step into your power, which allows you to come deeper into your body. Okay. Oh, Fatima, you wear this necklace and your daughter gave it to you for your birthday. Oh, I love that. And then keeping it in check. So I just want an overline card from this one as well. Pay attention to what is going on around you. You might be moving into something too quickly or missing some important details. So that's really interesting. Again, the thoughts, right? It's like, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. Okay, so recap on the collective reading. Be mindful of your thoughts. Rest, take care of yourself. A lot of light codes, so interesting, right? If you're feeling the restriction, you know how I said about the thoughts and the heart, but also interesting concept with this card around the soul. The angels lured the soul into the body with music, with song, probably why song connects through the realms, right? Sound connects to the realm. I guess everything connects to the realm, but there's something with that. So, like for example, when a baby's in the womb, they hear sound. And if they hear sound in the womb, they recognize that sound outside the womb. Like when I had my daughter, I would literally sit in front of the speakers and have like all the Kundalini yoga music on and like be chanting as loud as I could so that through birth, I was playing that music and the sound. So it was like the connection through. And then still today, when there's one particular song and a series of them still plays, like as a teenager, she's like, Mum, can you just turn that off for now? But yeah, in one of her rite of passages, we went to this place and they literally had the music playing and it was specifically a specific rite of passage. And she's like, Mum, this music. And I'm like, yeah, what are the chances? So sound, something with sound healing. But sound can reconnect you back to your soul to allow you to ground and channel what you're here to do with your purpose. Another strong message there. Okay. All right. Okay, let's move into our psychic readings. So just comment yes, please. If you're new here to my psychic readings, I ask for a round of yes pleases now. So just type in yes please or yes please Hannah or something like that. You only need to do it once and I'll have a list of yes pleases come up. I'll intuitively choose someone from this round of yes pleases. I'll read for that person and then that will finish that round. And then I'll ask for another round of yes pleases. So you can put another yes in at that point and then I intuitively choose from that list and then we move to the next round. So obviously I won't be able to get to everyone on this call, but if you listen carefully, there's probably messages here for you. And yeah, you have to stay live for the reading. That was the other thing. Okay. You're in this home 23 years now, but I'm transforming the home instead of jumping houses. That's exactly it. That's exactly my point, right? And because it's 23 years, it's like, so the 3 years leading up to the point, the 3 years after, yeah? 3 years is like testing you, make or break. And then the 3 years after can still be test, make or break, because you've entered a new realm now. You're like a bit wobbly in it. And then at 3 years, it's like brand new cycle, like you're on your own. You're like, it's integrated now, so now we can do it. So that's really amazing. Yeah, that's amazing. So I can find the joy now. Ironically, today I had a client reach out and her name is Be Joy. I love that so much. Be Joy. Natasha is leading up to 20 years as well. Yeah, it's so good to be aware of these timelines. Joy is your word for the year. I love that. I love that so much. Okay. Feeling hopeless with health issues. There's a lot of people sick. I was actually talking about this in the Intuitive channel the other day as well. If you guys want access to Intuitive channel, just send me a message or just comment channel. So just send me a message with channel or comment channel below and I'll send it to you. It is a monthly membership and you get access to the full moon as well in that monthly membership. And it's like me sending a daily message on Telegram. It is like a group, it's a private group channel. But it's like, yeah, and we were talking about this. I opened it up for discussion and, you know, just like what's everyone's sort of experience of it. There's been a lot of people like this whole year. I keep thinking of something in the water when it rains. It's really like noticeable. Yeah, and I know from a sort of cloud seeding perspective there is, but I think it's more planetary, meaning like when the twin solar system comes in, like it's opening the atmosphere. And you know, we see on all those movies and whatever, like when they go to space, there's all the alien viruses and bugs and like, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's just interesting, let alone what they're doing on purpose. But anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. Yes, move to Tassie, no family, has not been easy. Yeah, give it 3 years. No, it sounds like a long time, but I'm like, it's a thing. You'll be tested. A lot of people don't make 3 years. Yeah. Okay, so let me just check who this reading is for. So thank you for all the yes pleases here. Okay, Kelly, is it Kelly Millen? Is that who it is? Kelly Millen. Okay, interesting. So Kelly, I've pulled children. Now before, when I was talking, I also pulled, well, I shuffled from this deck. I shuffled from this deck. And this was the card. You've got the power, but this was sticking out and I pulled it out and it's walk away. Don't mind my cat chewed card. Walk away from this unhealthy situation. Inner child. You might have children, but this, like, just given this, you're scared to step into your power and walk away from what's not serving you anymore because your inner child is scared. We sometimes won't move on because we're scared of change and we don't know what's out there, even though we know it's right, but we're held back because of the fears and it's the patterning from childhood. So it could be, you know, something specific that happened when you were a child, etc. But it's like that web from the childhood stuff is holding you back. It's like if you imagine like a big fishing net over, you know, like a mermaid thing. Ooh, I wonder if that's how deep it is for you. Past life. Dropping into past life. Another card, intuition, divine guidance. Yes, it's right for you to make this change, but you're scared to because inner child's still holding on. Yes, it can be children involved, as I said. Oh my goodness. Divine guidance. Divine guidance, divine timing. It's time to go. Walk away. Step into your power. Let's see what the bottom card is. Ugh. Ideas and inspiration. Ideas and inspiration. If you're receiving intuition correctly, time to make the changes. It's the right time to move forward. I also want to say, like, don't delay that. Don't delay this. Don't delay that. Delay that. Do what you need to do to organize that. It just says, love where you are. Use your sensitivity to know when to act. Connect your heart to your head when determining what you would like. So this is like, yes, we can love where we are. And as I always say, any relationship can go unhealthy and become healthy again, but both parties need to want to do the work. Look, a clam, both parties need to be on board, right? Have to work in sync with each other. If one person wants it and another person doesn't, it's not going to be. So you can choose to love where you are, but if we look at the sort of sequence of where this is, whoops, number 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is what you're hoping for. What you're scared of is the change, which is what I said in the beginning. Changes upon you, but you're scared to do that. The bottom card of the deck is keeping it in check, which came up before, and as a final outcome card, surrounded by prosperity. And would you know that yellow is the solar plexus card, is the solar plexus color, where your power is. Look, she's walking on a really thin line, but she will make it across the other side. Why? Because she has wings and she's trusting herself, which is the basis of solar plexus, yellow. And personal power is your trust in self, is solar plexus. And you will make this because you've got the wings and she's trusting us. She wouldn't have walked out on the limb if she didn't fully back herself and know that she could do it. So now you just have to follow through with it. That's the message for you. It's quite strong. Yes. There we go. Okay. I have another round of yes pleases. In the Life Purpose Activation Kit is the inner child meditation and the shadow meditation. And those working in combination with each other is going to really help that web lift off you. It's so interesting, right? She's like walking on a thin line, but it's actually a spider's web like line. How interesting. And it's like, okay, she can decide like if she's going to fall or if she's going to fly. But as I said, she wouldn't have walked out on that line if she didn't think that she could do it. You just wouldn't. Do you know what I mean? Like we don't make a decision. We don't do something if it doesn't feel right. As I always talk about in trust intuition, like, you know, you wouldn't have, like, it's like when we're making a decision, we're not like sitting there going like, oh, this is the wrong decision, I'm gonna make this one. Like, we don't do that. But later on, once we've made the decision, we're like, oh fuck, I don't think that was the right decision. I'm like, actually it was, because back then you weren't like, this is the wrong decision, I'm gonna make it. No, we choose the one that's right for us. So you wouldn't have walked out on that line had you already known you weren't gonna make it. Yeah? So if you guys want access to the Life Purpose Activation Kit, in the Life Purpose Activation Kit, I've also included, there's so many freaking bonuses in there, the whole 3 days of the Unhook Me workshop. It's in there. And that will really help unhook me. It's like unhooking all the threads energetically, all the pieces from any unhealthy, toxic situation that you need to leave. And then you've got the tools in the Life Purpose Activation Kit, and the work works when you work it. So yeah, if you want access to the Life Purpose Activation Kit, it is $88.88 US. It's a once-off payment. When you jump in there, there's also all the archangels. I've put all the archangel attunements in there. And from September, I'm going to start doing live channeled archangel messages once a month in the archangel group, which when you pay once to get access to the Life Purpose Activation Kit, you get lifetime access to the monthly live channeled archangels, which without archangels, I would be not where I am today. So yeah, it's all amazing. This entire program has helped me so much. So if you want access to the Life Purpose Activation Kit, just comment purpose below. And I'm saying that too because when we're like walking away from unhealthy relationships, it's Archangel Michael like triggering your life purpose. He's the one that helps you to cut away any negativity, you know, help you leave situations that are not supportive. And then Archangel Chamuel, as you probably know, I always talk about him. is the one who helps you get on path of your actual unique life purpose. So when you're using these archangels and integrating them, there's also the shadow of the archangels in there. All these pieces in there, I'm really excited about it. I've just like almost finished landing all the pieces because I released it, but I hadn't finished landing all the pieces, and it's like I'm really excited about all these extra pieces, which you guys are going to start seeing more stuff come out soon. So anyway, so just comment purpose below if you want access to that. Yeah, it's the best. Yes, program is amazing. Yeah, thank you so much. That is crazy. I have no idea what has happened over the last couple of years. So much truth. That's so good. What are you reading? I know I just read that before, but I just saw it again. Just checking these comments, and I know I asked for a round of yes pleases, so I'm just tuning in. Time for the activation kit. Yeah. And Kat said, I feel this reading is for me. And that's why I said I can't get to everybody, but if you listen. Okay. All right, let's see here. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Kerry Newman. And trust intuition investment increases this week too. Oh, tomorrow night after Tuesday Tarot. No, the next day. About 48 hours from now. Two more days before trust intuition investment increases as well. So if you want the details to that, that's the inner circle. You get access to all the courses, all the pieces. And we're actually starting Transcendence on Friday. I haven't advertised that this time. But you get access to that. It's a 6-week program to transcend your reality and activate all the crystalline codes. Friggin' yum. Friggin' yum. I might put that on Tuesday Tarot tomorrow, actually, because we start that on Friday. It's the fucking best. And once you get access to Transcendence, you get, like we do Transcendence. It's a 6-week program every 9 months. You know what I always talk about, the 9-10 month birthing cycle, the healing cycles, the timelines. We spoke about 3 years and 20 years a lot just now. Yeah, Transcendence. I know, I can't wait. So when you get lifetime access to Transcendence, each time we do the round, you're just in there and it just layers, the crystalline layers. And yeah, there's a lot of powerful manifestations in there, codings that we're like anchoring in every 9 months because I work with that 9-month healing cycle. Oh, I'm so fucking excited about it. Okay. All right, Kerry, this is for you. Trusting Kerry's still here. I've been talking. Oh, wow. You've been friends for 35 years and I chose her? How funny is that? Okay. All right, let's see. So just checking that Kerry's still here before I read. If you can just let me know. I started talking again. Okay, perfect. Because I was called to the moon deck. I think that's why I was like talking about transcendence, because it was like transcendent vibes. Because we've got the eclipses coming as well. We're already stepping into the energy of the eclipses. This is where I said at the start of this live stream, I'm like, it's just going to keep, the intensity is going to keep increasing. It's going to keep rubbing. It's going to keep increasing. The static is like building. And the eclipse is like, we've just stepped into it. We just had that intense full moon last week. That freaking floored me. Hasn't floored me for ages. And then eclipse starts on the full moon, a day before my birthday. Okay, this is for Kerry. In the past, we have a romantic cycle begins. I know you said you just moved to Tassie. Well, recently-ish. So a new cycle begins. I want to say there's a lot of balance there for you. As you said, it's been hard. Always is. Initiation. I want to say initiation complete. No, initiation in process. Work through your fears. It's so interesting because Tasmania is very cold. So when we're in such cold, it takes us deep into Scorpio. And interesting, we're coming up to Scorpio season. So we've stepped into Virgo, and then we've got Libra. Ooh, and then we've got Libra, and then we've got Virgo. I was just about to say to you, you facing your fears is going to help you attract someone. Now, I don't usually say stuff like this. I don't usually predict the future, and I definitely don't tell people that they're going to meet somebody. I don't read like that. I don't. But when a message is coming through, a message is coming through. And I say that I don't predict the future and I don't do those sorts of readings because no future is set in stone. It depends on the action you take today. Hence why you facing your fears is pulling you into alignment with this. Interesting. Just why I had to use these cards for you. Okay, what's the next one here? And then nothing will come of this situation. And this is where it's like, that's your biggest fear. Did all this for nothing. Did all that for nothing. What am I doing here? You might go into a bit of a dark night of the soul. Know that it's your fears. So what I would work with, if you don't have my Life Purpose Activation Kit, honestly, it has got the tools that will help you with this so you don't drop heavy into the darkest night. It's actually coming summer down there. Well, you're in winter now, of course, but this is what you're hoping for and what you're scared of. Conclusions are within reach. Oh, that's the eclipse. That's what I just said, that we've got an eclipse coming up. This is what you're hoping for and this is what you're scared of. See? Conclusions are within reach. See what I just said? I said this will only come about and drop so deep into a dark night of the soul if you don't face your fears about this situation. Your mindset is everything. Please take heed of the collective reading that I just did at the start of this live stream for you about the mind is crushing the heart. The mind is what is keeping you prisoner. Does that make sense? Fucking makes sense to me. Yes, I'm listening. Yes, I'm taking heed of my own messages, guys, okay? My own channeling is for other people. It's a message in this for me. This only comes about, the void, if this is not worked on. What you're hoping for and what you're scared of is the conclusion is within reach. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Eclipse. Think back to the last eclipse 6 months ago. What was going on? So curious when you moved down there, actually. Well, you don't have to say it publicly if you don't want to, but you're very close to achieving your goal. See, this is available, but the pathway, the initiation that you're on is about which way you're going to go. Which way you're going to go? Because nothing's set in stone. Are you going to go internal and work through that? Because this is the deepest fear. And if we look at the big Scorpio, it's like the star sign that will be this. Does that make sense? That's so huge. That is so massive. Because you're hoping for this, but you're scared that it won't work. But final outcome is more positive than the deep black. It's a void of course moon, but we've actually got full moon. It's within reach. 2 years since September. We've been talking so much about timelines. 3 years, make or break. 2 years is make or break, but it's that the first 6 months of the 2 year part is the fucking most challenging. Like when you just hit the 2 years and you've got up to 3 years like when the new cycle births. But that 2 years, the 2 to 2.5, that 6 months is like, that's what this is. Wait on. That's what this is. You're in it right fucking now. By the time it comes to Scorpio season, and this is in the right now for you, by the way, and that's the greatest fear, right? Thank you for sharing that timeline. You might have heard me talk about before. I'm just going to briefly talk about it as well, just to explain that. So when a mother has a child, for the first 3 years, that mother stays within the aura of the child. The child stays inside the mother's aura, okay? And that at 3 years of age, that child pops outside of the mother's aura and has its own aura. It's like, oh, I got my own life now. And if it's a first time mother, you'll really notice. And if they don't have any other children, you'll really notice that at 3 years, the mum's like, whoa, like 3 to 4 years, the mum's like, come back to herself. She's like, start doing stuff again. She's like, where have I been? And so when we're looking at cycles and timelines for our own self, that 3 year mark is so important to always remember. And that, you know, because when we look at it, they're called like the terrible twos. I never experienced that with my child, by the way, because I conscious parented. So it's a mainstream mindset thing, you get it. But that's why they call it the terrible twos. Why? Because it's that 3 year point coming out, and the 2.5 year, like, bing, makes sense, right? So when you are looking at your own pieces here, in and out of work, so know that you're being tested. It doesn't say that actually. You're being tested. What's the bottom card of the deck? Did I pull the bottom card of the deck? You're being tested. Look at the bigger picture. Sagittarius 2. Oh, it was on another reading for a different lady, wasn't it? With the arrow. It's time to go. I feel this is about you staying focused. I want to say you're being tested where your commitment is. Where is your commitment? Where is your, like you're being tested. Does that make sense? You're being tested in your commitment to self, of the decision that you made to move down there. And so I'd really work with mindset as well. So in the Life Purpose Activation Kit, I've given you the wealth activation codes, and inside of there is access to all the mindset training and work that I used to take myself from single mum to off the government benefits to starting my own company and becoming a self-made millionaire. The exact mindset frameworks, tools, and techniques are in the Wealth Activation Codes, which is in the Life Purpose Activation Kit. If you would like that, just comment purpose below. That's what I said. I put so much stuff in there, but it's like all in one place for you. So just comment purpose if you'd like that. But the point that I'm sharing here for you, Kerry, is it's a choice. You're being tested. Look, the first card. Which way you're going to go, or which way the scale's going to go. A bit like that lady's card that I just did the reading for before as well. You're walking a thin line here. Which way? Whoa, you wouldn't have done this if you didn't have the wings and trust yourself in the first place. There's a reason that you're there. Of course, you can pick up and leave. 100% you could. And people do, and that's what I'm saying. And then you like regret, and you're like, oh, I should have stuck it out and tried a little bit longer. And I'm like, yeah, just being mindful of those timelines can be like the big make or break. It's the life-changing point decisions. You're so very welcome, Carrie. Let's have another round of yes, pleases. Let's do this. 2.5 years of doing your program. That's trust intuition, I think you're talking about. Going on 3 years. That's huge. And that's so amazing because that's a 20-year mark for you at your house, and now it's 23. Oh. That's pretty amazing. That's amazing. Any predictions for Leo? I'm actually bringing some things out for September that you will have all your star sign astrological pieces available. Oops, I shouldn't have said anything. Keep your eyes peeled for that. It's like confirmation seeing your comment, so thank you. Is that and Shita Singh? Thank you. Yeah, okay. This round of yes pleases. So if you guys want access to the Life Purpose Activation Kits, comment purpose and I'll send you the link for that. It is $88.88. It's a once-off payment. You get to keep those things forever. And we've got the monthly live channeled activations coming through for the archangels. I'm really excited. I fucking love the archangels. I love them. I've been working on some things and I've been quiet, and then I was pulled out of the dungeons and I'm like doing all these things at once, and like it's like I had all these ideas coming out of the dungeons, and yeah, it's huge. This whole new has been a recalibration year, this one for sure. I'm so excited about it. Doing what I fucking love. Okay. Scorpio. Let me know your star signs too, guys, if you want to pop them in. I'm a Virgo, of course. My birthday's coming up. Yay, look out for those. Yeah, I'm a bit excited about it because I was doing the chakra readings, and it is intertwined with the chakras, by the way. Giving you a bit of insight here. And because the chakra readings, because in the Life Purpose Activation Kit, you also get access to the crystalline chakra activations, which when you then see the like the chakra videos, you can use that particular chakra crystalline activation for the chakra to help you for the month. And I was doing that, right? And I was doing them monthly, and then everything halted. And I was like, just leave it. And this is where I always say, it's like just when you get ideas and they birth, it's like you're just adjusting learn to let it all land. And then there's been a tweak, so I'm really excited to bring the astrological signs in with the chakras for it. I just told you guys, but keep an eye out for that because I'm really fucking excited. But in the Life Purpose Activation Kit, if you don't have it, you can get access to the crystalline chakra activations. They're usually about $49 on their own, so yeah, a lot of bonuses there. Okay, let's have a look. I basically wanted to give you everything for the activation of your purpose, to heal your past and to set yourself free to be able to do what you're here to do. Because when you're in alignment with your soul's purpose, that's when everything, as Archangel Chamuel always says, everything and anything that you need for your pure, unique life purpose steps onto that path with you, including your true soulmate, as we now see. Okay, let's see. This round of yes pleases. And who is this for? Okay, Sarah. Is she still here? I know I've been talking again. Been talking. Alison says, yes, that's what I'm working on as we speak. Yes. I love seeing all your star signs here, guys. Astrological birth signs. Love it. Okay, yay, she's here. All right. Speaking of archangels, must have been invoking them. Let's have a look from the Archangel Power Tarot deck. Here we go. Queen of Ariel, mature, practical, generous, happy. Nurture yourself and those you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful, practical, and wise advice. There is something about you're needing to see the beauty in this situation, but that also means the beauty in your heart. That the rose is really jumping out at me here. You're needing to, I want to say you need to see the beauty in your own heart, because I know a little bit about what's been going on, but and so that has really cut you. And the rose, it's just come up a little bit. I'm seeing, like, you know, on Beauty and the Beast, and like the rose petals falling, it's like the rose is just like drooped over. It's like, no. There's something like the message is you're needing to see the beauty in your own heart. It's like it's cut it wide open, or it's cut it deep. I noticed you just had commented for the purpose, Life Purpose Activation Kit. In the Life Purpose Activation Kit, one of the first meditations I've put for the Life Purpose Activation Kit is the Life Purpose Remembrance meditation. And it's literally from the heart chakra consciousness. You can't purchase that meditation separately. It's a fucking huge journey into the heart. That would be like your lifeline through this time. Because there's something about the cut open is wide, but it's like you're needing to, oh, I'm covered in goosebumps. It's tricky, right? Okay, I'm just going to say this message. So, because it's really strong. The faster you see the beauty in your own heart, the faster you're going to heal. The faster everything is going to come into abundance and luxury, because Ariel is the abundance archangel. So with the archangels, guys, in the Life Purpose Activation Kit, there's literally a training video on each of the archangels. Some of them are quite long, some of them are short, but I literally go into detail about how the archangels help you. So you could definitely work with Archangel Ariel attunement meditation as well on a daily basis for a while to help you stay in that frequency. Also Archangel Jophiel, who helps with the beauty in that. So there would be 3 meditations I'd recommend straight away in the Life Purpose Activation Kit for you. And this is confirming what I was just getting for you. The Magician fell out while I was shuffling as well. Archangel Raziel, brand new cycle. Here's the number 1. And he is the alchemist. You can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. I'm like, make a decision and move forward, because it's already poised to support you. It's like the path is there. You just need to walk it. And don't let the cut, it's like, don't let the cut hold you back. Now, you know, I'm always about like grieve. It's so important to grieve. This is a big change. Grieve, blah, 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 blah. I'm like all about that. But there's something specific for you around what you're now viewing yourself cut open in your heart because of it. Does that make sense? And I think that's why the Beauty and the Beast thing came up, because who are you, beauty or you beast? Like, it's like you've got this internal beast that you're needing to love, or like, but that's a projection of your own consciousness from the hurt. Does that make sense? Oh, that was deep. Did you guys get that? Oh my God, I'm covered in goosebumps. That was so deep. Obviously, the shadow meditation would help with that too, which is in the Life Purpose Activation Kit. Oh my fucking God. It's the Make-A-Wish. Make-A-Wish, dreams become reality, a joyful time of life. So maybe there's also healing in like the beast, but also in the forgiveness of self. Like, it's just like you're blaming yourself or something. Like there's something like that you're now turning this on you or something. I mean, like there's always two to tango, but you get what I mean? Because the Knight of Raphael, very heart, Make-A-Wish, dreams become reality, a joyful time of life. The more you focus deep inside and really work on yourself with this, not only just the faster reality is going to shift with this, but the path is already laid out for you. It's like, it's almost like, I don't know what the right words are, when you hear like the stretch or the paradox, it's like good things are happening and bad things are happening all at the same time. It's like, are you walking or are you getting pulled off? Which way you get it? No, you show the way. In the collective card reading, you show the way. You're the leader, wherever it is, right? You show the way. You want to see what those cards were? Sacred Union, a new gown. You're wearing a new gown. Sacred Union, but you're wearing a new gown. And that's the divine balance. And this is where it's like seeing the monster within. I don't know why I keep getting that message for you. Recreating generational past patterns. That's what I feel guilt around. Yeah. So that's probably the beast, where it's like this judgment, because the judgment you hold about yourself creates the beast. No one's doing that but you. And this is where the self-forgiveness comes in. So it doesn't cut you in your heart, but it actually heals your heart. This is the self-forgiveness. That wasn't you, right? Like there's always about divine step number 8 in the 12 divine steps to awakening your life purpose is about responsibility. It's the number 8. It's the figure 8 flow. Oh, I thought there was an 8 here. The moon is the magician for some reason. But forgiveness unlocks the magic. Forgiveness unlocks the manifestation. Forgiveness unlocks the past. So, and it's sort of that feeling around like feel the guilt and do it anyway. It's like Nike's just do it. It's when you're saying no to something, because when you say no to something, you're saying yes to something else. But when we're breaking a pattern, we feel a lot of guilt and we go through a lot of stuff, and then it gets easier and easier and easier and easier. So yeah. The moon is the overlying card. Archangel Haniel. The opportunity to improve your plans, listen to your intuition for accurate guidance, face your fears and grow stronger. And it's interesting, so the two little animals here are really jumping out at me, and this is your intuition. I'd spend time in the nurturing realms with the animals, whether physically or in the Life Purpose Activation Kit. There's also your animal spirit guide meditation. That will be really healing and nurturing for you, just to sit in it. Yeah? Yeah. And maybe something connected with the animals in your childhood, perhaps. Yeah. Okay, I have another round of yes pleases for those of you who are still here. All right. So if you want Life Purpose Activation Kit, comment purpose below. If you guys want access to Intuitive Channel, just comment channel below and I'll send you the details. It is a monthly membership. You get like me in your pocket basically. So I send daily messages in the Intuitive Channel and do readings or energy updates or whatever's coming through. Look, here's Melon coming out again. So we had the Magician, we had the Dreams Come True, Make-A-Wish, Raphael. So there's a lot of magical energy around right now. So this is interesting. When I was just talking about Sarah's reading, it's like you're being the paradox of like, there's good thing and bad thing happen. Which way are you going? It's good thing and bad thing happening. Which way are you going? Don't let it pull you off. And yeah, there's a lot of magic around. It's like you show the way. This is the collective reading at the start. So it's a really strong message for you to really hone your thoughts and like release the lock hold that anything from your past is holding over your heart, over your dreams, over anything. Because as intense as the energy is right now, we can either use it to squeeze the life out of us, or we can use it like the arrow to pull us back and fly us forward with what we're working to manifest. This makes total sense actually, because Transcendence is coming up. We're starting on Friday. I haven't given much notice about it, but if this feels in alignment for you, Transcendence would be a place to join us in. Transcendence is very much these crystalline energies. It's a 6-week program that we work through together, do a live stream every week. There's daily tasks to really activate and transform your reality and your crystalline structure molecular DNA. There's a lot of activations in this program. And once you join, you get lifetime access to Transcendence. I run it every 9 months. So it's obviously every date, like different dates, but every 9-month cycle, we're doing another round. We're doing another round. We've been doing that since 2020. It's a very potent, really potent. So the goddess codes, energies in it. Also the, what is it? The priestess codes are in Transcendence. Yeah, let's go forward. Exactly right. Let's go. Let's fucking go, yo, because it's a choice. Okay. All right. So who is this round for? So if you want details of Transcendence, just comment Transcendence below, but I'll pop that in. Makes so much sense. Yes, right? I'll pop that in for Tuesday Tarot, I think. Oh, fucking sure. Okay. So who is this one for? These yes, pleases. Okay, we have... Okay, so Doreen and Kat. I know, like, your comments are very close, well, next to each other. And you both... I was like, Doreen, but it's Kat. I was like, okay, we'll do both. I don't know if you obviously probably intentionally did that, Kat. So Kat Christina and Doreen Looney. So Kat has the... You put like a little sunrise emoji on it. It's jumping out at me for some reason. Spiritual Law of Attraction is the first card coming up. The lightning bolts. Pay attention to the ideas. What have we just talked about? The mind. It's time to connect into the higher mind. It's time to connect into your highest self. Highest mind. Priorities. What did I say? Don't get distracted. I think I said that ages ago too. I was like, don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. You're getting pulled, pushed, squeezed this direction. Keep going forward. Keep going forward. Keep going forward. Artistic expression. You have... This is your gateway. So you know in this last reading, the wish... I don't know if I shuffled this. I did. It's not going to be just here. The make-a-wish, the magician. This energy is what's going to pull you out. So Kat, there's ideas coming through for you that you're needing to pay attention and ground in and use your artistic expression. So the ideas, so I'm talking about the lightning bolt ideas that come from Archangel Uriel and you can connect with him in Life Purpose Activation Kit as well. So the lightning bolt ideas, enhancing your claircognizance, enhancing your intuition, being able to decipher it, making what you're thinking about priority. I want to say it won't make logical sense to you. Artistic expression is what's going to get you through this. It's what's going to get you out of this, through this, your creativity, your spark. You're being guided. Pay attention. Oh, the bottom card of the deck is listen. That's Kat. Doreen. You're flying through the air. There's no grounding. There's no grounding. There's no base. But you are also a magician and you've forgotten this. You've forgotten that you can make a wish and watch it come through. Through and true. But you must, I want to say, remember your connection to the divine, the lightning thought ideas, and don't fucking brush them off. And it was a really strong message because your spirit, it's almost like your spirit guides are going, hello, we've been trying to get through to you. You're not friggin' listening, Doreen. You're just moseying on around and you're not paying attention to the messages that I've been trying to get through to you. That is really strong. Prioritize these thoughts. Don't let them waver off. Whoops. Don't let them waver off anymore. Spiritual law of attraction. You're being given the answer, but you're ignoring that. And right now, so prioritize that because it's leading you to the answer. This is really jumping out at me for some reason. This sacred geometry. You're grounding through a new reality right now. Remember in the first cards from the Rumi deck? And I picked up like the And I don't know if you were here at the start, so maybe rewatch the collective, and it was like pushing through to a new dimension. This is what's happening here, but you're still floating around. You're not actioning those thoughts, if that makes sense. So it's really time for you to put that into action. Like that's gonna, like, you're getting the answers, but you're not actioning that. Does that make sense? Really strong message. So Kat really needed that. And that was also for Doreen. Have to head out, but love all these messages. Yeah, you're so very welcome. Okay. All right. I'm going to jump off and get ready for my client this morning, this lunchtime, afternoon. It's lunchtime here now. Almost lunchtime. So hopefully that helped you as well, Doreen. And yeah, if you guys want the details for intuitive channel, so you can get daily messages from me, you also get access to the full moon ceremony as well, on the monthly membership, and so you never miss out on a full moon ceremony or daily messages where you keep up to date with these intense as fuck. Sorry, just by the way too, like this, it's like I'm getting so strongly about this, and I was talking about this on the intuitive channel deeply, because the static, like, you know how like there's lightning storms and clouds and weather that's different. It's because we live in an electrical universe, and the planets coming together, the twin solar system is bumping up against ours, and it's like static. Like, you know, when we rub something and then our hair is static, like that's what's happening with the electricity, and that's why we're feeling like intense, because it's like we're in between the rub, like we literally are. So hence why grounding and aligning your energies with the earth is going to really help, like, through this time, right? So the more you can be on the actual earth with nothing between you, like not without shoes, like without shoes I'm talking about, sort of thing, like grounding, proper grounding stuff, is really going to help you through to the end of this year and beyond. Actually, it's going to keep you on path. So yes, thank you guys for being here so much. Just comment channel below if you'd like the details for that, or if the Life Purpose Activation Kit calls you, just comment purpose below. Trust the intuition. Investment increases in 48 hours from now, and I'm going to release Transcendence with a couple of days to go, because it commences on Friday, and I'm so freaking excited about it. These energies, I'm like, give me Transcendence. I'll see you guys later. Bye.